Okay, so DiCapri's FS30. This is the main component here. Is her FS30. When you use her like C2, which is actually pretty decent, and she doesn't lose any damage for using it.
How many times it triggers? Once or every there's an
It's every
interval time?
15 seconds for
That's OP, man.
for the audio so what happens is you apply Guardian Mark, right? And then say I use Fashion Ken and I take a unit down to like 20%, but like because he's doing that, it triggers her 40%. She comes out, does her super automatically, and say she doesn't actually kill that unit, she loses no attack value. She keeps it. You only lose the attack value if you manually press the super. And
guess what? It's pure damage.
You're only going to do the super when you're sure you can kill the unit that you're intending to kill.
Exactly. And it's pure damage. So even if she didn't kill that unit, 100% it will drop like insanely low.
It's just the thing is like units like her and some other units, they're not units you can just set a combo and go da-da-da. You need to like cognitively think of like what you're exactly going to do, when you're going to use her. Maybe you're going to use her for speed, so you put her on the field. Maybe you only want her to come out and assassinate, so you'll put her in tag. You got to move her around, and you just got to think about what you're doing. And then even the point about her whiffing, she does it a lot with Viper, but the thing is, you just got to like hold it. Don't go right away. You just got to wait till the unit like hits the ground, and she'll hit them, because what she'll do is she'll go to the position that they're currently at, and if you're using Viper, she'll go straight to them in the air, but their bodies are
hit the air.
So you gotta like just wait.
What happens to me? So you hit with Viper. Viper lift the unit that she super them to the air, and when they are in the air and you hit like a C1 or the C2 of DiCapri, she goes up to the air to hit them while they drop down, and then she hits the air and they take 0 damage. So you need just to wait for them to reposition, and then you go and hit them.
Like, I'm not saying she's the best, but she's not useless. She's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm always gonna like put it up there that whole best in slot argument. Like, it gets like, I get it. Everybody wants to be the best.
And Flake, in terms of PvP, I don't use her on a team where I use Viper, because I know it's gonna happen. So she goes like on another team where the unit's not gonna get popped up in the air or displaced in a weird way that she's not able to hit.
But I don't know. I just exist now. I am retired.
Look, you're retired. I'm just saying. Look, this is.
No, I trust you. If you say Viper is decent, then I mean, she probably is.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying she's everybody run out and build her. It's not the situation of like Poison where it's like, bro, y'all, she's mad slept on. She's definitely situational, and if you can build her, she's not gonna let you down. That's all I can say about it. I won't say run out and build her before anybody else. If you have like nothing to really do and you're like, I'm kind of curious, maybe I have this time I'll play around with a character, then hey, there you go.
I'd rather finish my plus 40 Akuma, but yeah.
That would be nice if I had an Akuma that could be. Bro, this character makes me so mad, dude.
You're an A. Never mind. Nothing can be in range. Never mind. I didn't say anything. Say anything.
No, my Akuma is SS, and I have +1, but I've been pulling for him since he came out. This dude.
Yeah.
This is the only reason I'm like happy the Starlight exists and we get one free hopefully we get one free every time a special summons ticket unit comes out, is because for me, it means I have guaranteed progression towards my Akuma, because it has been pain otherwise.
I know it has been.
I did a multi by mistake today on my Akuma's banner. I got him. I got one. Yeah, I got one copy. By mistake, I was going for Jury. And now I have him SS and 1 copy. I need 1 more copy to SS plus.
Flake, you know what to do.
This was before I went for Jury. So before the recording, I was by mistake. I was just switching, and I clicked the summon by mistake. I swear.
What's a good team for which Jury then? for challenge?
I mean, we saw the Taiwanese one. I think Buka showed me that,
No,
or
no, no, no,
Fletas.
no. Sylvia's posted one.
Yeah, it's jury. Which jury?
Hold on, I got it right
And
here.
I forgot who's
I sent
who
it. I
else.
sent it to Troa because Troa's
Well,
like,
well, there is an issue with
curious.
regular jury. We all know what the issue is. She
Yeah.
just doesn't do
So,
what she's supposed to.
here's something that I've heard, and this is the thing, is because that's a big investment to even test it. Is I've seen it mentioned that getting her Soul 80 fixes the shadow clone bug.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is if people get her to plus 80, she finally functions the way she has.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
even know why this still doesn't work, but apparently getting her to 80 fixes it, and it shouldn't be like that. And the thing is, I don't have her like built to be able to be like da 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 and use her and be like, hey, look, I'll record the
I mean,
footage.
To be
But
fair, I can see it because remember when Virgil got it and then people got him to plus 80 and then half his kit just stopped working?
oh, it's the opposite.
Yeah, so I can actually see plus 80 and regular the regular skill being completely different in the game files, and yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, kind of. Still,
You know,
I
you
don't
know
know
what? I know
if
one
which jury
person
is
who I
worth
can
the plus
actually
40.
ask to try it.
Hmm?
Troa. He's got like
Oh
not
yeah, did he
triple S
did he
plus
build
5,
her?
but he's got 6 of 6, FS 30. He's got a jury like ready to go. I could
Yeah,
just
but
ask
does he
him
have the
like,
plus 80?
he could probably get it. He would put his resources that he has into jury. He likes jury, like that's a favorite character of his.
So
So I'd be
basically, he
like,
has a feet fetish. That's what you're saying. Okay.
I mean, there's a whole guild of foot fetish. So yeah.
What? Wait, I love jury. I love
but the
normal
thing
jury,
is,
and I'm building her.
he's a character.
Even if she's
He's
bad, I
somebody.
don't have foot fetish.
All I'm saying is he's
That-
somebody who doesn't
that's
have
one way to
any
cope.
investment in any other character that would have soul power. So if I were to ask him, he would probably do it because that's like one unit that he has that actually has a soul power because he's a poison main.
So double jury
Oh.
is what.
Yeah, he pulled witch jury. He's got her triple S. He's got regular jury. He's got both poisons. Like he's maxed them all out. Like those are his two favorite characters. He doesn't care. So I mean, I could just ask him to ask him
Yo,
to like,
Troa is
maybe
just
try.
like me, man. Like my favorite characters are poison and jury.
So would a double team of jury
And Ken.
possibly work? It can
I've
actually
actually
work.
Yeah,
heard that said, but the thing is, if we're seeing it's not working
I'll find the
properly, then
video.
we
One
need to get her FS. We need to get her FS 80 to actually try it, see if it fixes it, and if it does fix it, then that would actually be probably pretty viable.
And if it doesn't fix it, you wasted 2 months of progress at the very
The
least.
thing is, Troll would not care. He
Yeah,
doesn't
like
play
that.
the game.
It's not
Yeah.
a waste if it hits the
Right.
enjoyment button. Like that's what I'm
Yeah,
like.
if it hits the enjoyment button, sure. But I mean, for the regular player who like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is the one unique person that I personally know that I could probably ask to test this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, report next week, I guess, if he does it.
Yeah, I'll ask him, see how many he has, and I'll give him the chart of how many it's going to take and let you know the timeline.
Because
What was it? 4,000 reds or? Wait, let me just
know.
check the pins. It was 4,490 soul cores. So basically 4.5k.
Okay. Yeah, and I know he's not used anything anywhere, and I know he's got the team to push pretty good. Like he's not far behind. He could do a lot. So I'll ask him and see what's up.
I'm excited to see what comes from it. Are you guys liking the cakes and the creams and the rewards?
You know, I do love giving my creams to everyone.
Right? Isn't that the greatest? Right now we're at 20% on. We just passed halfway past the 20% mark.
Okay,
Close to 40.
wait. I actually have. It doesn't work for you and I, Turtle, because we're on the same thing.
Yeah, we're in the same battle zone.
Is anybody here in NA that's not in?
I know for a fact that it's cross server.
I think it like when they say server wide, I think it's regional.
Yeah, no, it's complete. It's complete region because my free to play and my main are in completely different battle zones and they share the exact same count.
Oh, I could have just checked it myself. True.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's regional. They
Yeah.
need to fix this. They did the
They
same
need
thing
to fix a lot of wording, but now are you still
They
surprised by
did this
this?
for Monster Hunter
Image
10.
skin, yeah.
Remember? Yeah,
Yeah.
we thought it was like every server, and we're like, oh no, but it turned out to be regional.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad that they people are getting like choice boxes from sharing their cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the loads are worth it, you know?
Yeah, I
Wait,
do love
is it-
creaming
is
for
it-
Balsam.
For real, sharing cream, or is it like?
Yeah, it is. It's a cream pie.
Have you not donated
creamed the
any of
cream
your
pie?
cream yet?
I did. I got a box to choose someone, and I chose Windy Yang because I'm building him. I have no units other than him to build them.
I forgot who I chose. Oh, I chose.
Mommy Dawson, you're building. Right?
No. I didn't.
Tommy
It
Yang?
wasn't Mummy Dalsum.
Oh wait, no.
I chose
You can't
Combat
get them.
Guile.
Yeah. You
I
can't
chose
get the
Combat Guile
newest
because it was the
characters.
last one that I needed to triple S in.
You can't get the
Yo,
newest
Marky
characters.
Mark.
So
Long
Street
time.
Poison,
That's not
Mummy
bad.
Dalsum, and Summer Yang are not in that chest.
How you doing,
Yeah,
Mark?
but the thing is, I needed the triple S.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that they are not available.
So
Oh,
now
Summer Yang or not?
from this event, what we need to like
Wait. Does it drop like boxes to have Gen Jury or anybody else?
No.
from
No,
this
no,
server?
yeah.
I have not seen a
Maybe-
not
screenshot
seen
of it.
that.
Maybe
Yeah, I
later?
have not seen
Bro,
that.
we're only at 29%, so who knows? Maybe later
Maybe
it
up
could.
there at the high 80s or
There
whatever.
Yeah,
there is
I
one
think
thing we can't see the odds,
does-
and we can't
If
see what
it
it drops.
does, it's amazing. If it drops, I think I think it will drop it because it's random. It's giving you every single reward
Yeah.
that the game have ever gave in anything. Like you pick cash, tickets, summons, boxes.
It doesn't
units.
give summon scrolls for X moves.
It does. It does. It gave me 10 summons, 10
What
normal
the
summons.
How lucky
Give
are
you
you?
10 summon scrolls?
Yeah,
What?
and I got a box for Yang, and
Yeah, the box.
I think I get
that.
a 24 AXP or something like that also.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
those
is
are
that
the
how
major
I got 10 summon scrolls? Because randomly I was like at 0 and
No.
now I'm at 10.
Turtle,
I don't
Turtle,
remember
you
how.
got from the event.
From
The
the
last
event, right?
challenge.
Because I
The
don't
last
remember where
challenge.
this shit's coming from. There's
The
like
island,
the last
stuff
the bottom
going.
of the abyss. Bottom of the abyss. There's 10 there.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I got 10 and I was just like, fuck. I said I'm gonna hoard. Yo, it's killing me already, man. I just want to pull.
I just
so
blew them, and
bad.
Turtle. I used them on both accounts, and I got nothing.
No, I just got Goken's EX.
So
So
what's wrong with you, Flake, and your account?
yeah,
I
yo,
don't
bro,
know.
you
What's
you
wrong?
just
look,
a
look.
you problem, homie.
There
'cause
is.
got
I am
Goken EX.
convinced. The second I make an account, in my account files, there is a clause made. Bad luck equals yes.
This one has the yeah.
They don't put yes
because
in
I was in
coding.
the call with Don and I'm like screaming. He's like, "What's up?" And I was just like, "I got Goken EX in a pull," and it was a single pull too. I was just like, I got one. Let me see what happens."
Bro,
Yesterday
today,
I got Sagat in a single pull from friendship
don't talk to me
friendship
about
summons.
Sagat. Don't talk
Fuck
to me
you.
about Sagat. Okay.
I swear, I just posted it on my YouTube.
Yeah, fuck you.
I got Witch Jury in purple gems. That's how I got her. I haven't pulled for her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yet.
fuck you.
However,
So
I
it's
will say,
definitely a you problem, Flake. I don't know
I
what's
had-
going on, man.
I had an S plus jury
You disrespected
today, or
the
no,
gods.
An S jury today that I got through just like whatever, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. And I like got the like a traveler's pack that I didn't get, and then I was like, okay, we'll just like use the gems. Within that, she's SS plus.
Yeah, that's wild.
I was like, okay, cool, neat.
The dopamine effect of success and victory is not there. While for me, like right now, I'm on chapter 3624, and I'm like, I can beat the first. It's the first time it's the 2-team battle. Everyone else is already like, oh, welcome to the big leagues. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm having fun. I beat the first team like it's nothing because I got Dawson. He's handling it the business. I just wish I had a second Dawson. Because my second team, I'm struggling. But the thing is, what I'm noticing when I'm playing around with certain things, I'm getting the enemy halfway, and then they're nuking me. So I'm like, I'm almost there. But let me ask the question of anyone else who's in chapter 40. Do y'all feel that? does anyone who's actively at those wild stages where you're pacing 4-5 times your power, are you actively like, yeah, I almost got it? I do that. I feel that all the time. That's what keeps me playing.
I'm at 39-24, and I've been there for like the past month. The reason why is just because one, I'm lazy pushing chapters, and then two, it requires 4 teams instead of 3. And
That's a
I don't know.
blast to me.
It just. I mean, honestly, like I'm at that point with this game. Like, I'm not negative about it, but it's just like you're right. Like you're at the point where you feel like you beat the game. Like I know there's people farther than me when it comes to chapters, but I literally just log in to just do dailies to where it just kind of feels like it's a chore at this point. To be honest with you,
So
like I don't feel.
There's no end
Well, it's
goal.
not the end goal. Like I don't feel excited to log in. Like this Fashion Ken, right? I was excited to get him,
Let me
but
ask
I
you a
ended up
question,
not
Mark.
getting him.
When I say end goal, what are your goals when you play the game? Because like
Honestly, I don't
it
even
may
know at
be
this point.
different versus like Pika. He's gonna test
Yeah.
something, or Don, he might test something, or for me, I have passion projects. So when you play the game, what is your goal of playing the game?
Just because I like Street Fighter.
Yeah,
But
so
then at the
that's
end
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
day,
Like,
it's like regardless to that, I really do not actually have a reason to log in the game. Like if I didn't like Street Fighter, I probably wouldn't even be playing this game anymore.
yeah,
But it's
so in
like,
that instance, so this is where Dino mentioned this before, and people took it like so outlandish and as like a mega disrespect. And I'm gonna lay this out right now. This is no mega disrespect. Because you said if it wasn't for Street Fighter, you wouldn't be playing it. Then that means that the game itself, Street Fighter Duels, is not meant for you. Street Fighter is. So maybe Street Fighter 6, because I know you're hard on Street Fighter 6, right? Yeah, so that's meeting your criteria. It's hitting all the buttons. It's hitting all the check marks.
Yeah, that's why I tell people like the devs when they're saying this is a side game, that's ultimately what it is, right? Like as much as it shouldn't be up to them to do that. It should be the consumer, right? If the consumer is the one that's saying, "Hey, I want this to be my main game," then that's the most important thing. Like I get those comments and I see and I wish I could do just that, like what the community is asking for, but if the developers themselves are viewing this as a side game, there's literally nothing I can do, nor what you can do either, right? So it's unfortunate. Like I wish it was like a quote unquote main game, but it doesn't seem like they view it as such.
people spend on this game like it's a main game, though.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
And I think that's what shocked them. I
Crazy.
think that's what shocked them too, because I don't think they were ready for it. Because there has been people that were beating chapters before they even released it. I mean, Sir Turtle could look into that in the. I think it was who was it? What was his name? Salty. There was one guy named Salty. He finished the story mode like one day.
Can I drop something on you guys real quick, please?
What's up?
Yeah.
So, my homeboy in Taiwan, I was showing him some of the like giga whale accounts that we have in our version of the game. Not even A+, just the Crunchyroll North America region version of the game. And apparently people here wailed out way harder. So like we're like some of us are close to where Taiwanese players are, and they've been playing for 2 years. Some of them spend.
You got to look at it too. You got to look at
don't.
it too.
But no.
You
Like,
got-
what I'm trying to say is like this this comes back to like this event where it's like they might not be used to like the super giga whale coming in, blasting out everything and going, I want more. And then the rest of us are kind of like here, like us medium spenders, I feel like this whole thing is catered towards maybe not completely to free to play, maybe not complete to like giga whales, but the people that are in the middle ground. There's a lot of people that I know. The casuals, the medium spenders, the people who buy legendaries, maybe a couple grants, Like this event is amazing.
Yeah.
Because it gives us like a chance to like really play around and stuff, get units that we didn't have up, But then I watch comments from people who have had all of like every character in the game SSS +5 for months, right? They're like, why are they giving us camis? This is useless. And it's like, okay, yeah, but to you, but like people who just started the game, people are even midway the game and never thought of cami, but then heard cami was good, but they were so invested, whatever, gives them a chance to like catch that character up. So like I feel this is more of something to like get the middle ground in, which I think that like this is not a slight on like anybody, but I think a lot of like people who've spent a lot in this game seem to like forget that there are people in the middle ground that want to play, that like they're not going to compete with you, but it gives the like free to plays, it gives the middle ground people a little bit more ability to get closer to each other, and then we can compete with each other higher, like more. And then the whales are just out of our league. We're not touching them. But then for them, obviously they feel like there's nothing here for us. But maybe that's not the intention of this.
I mean, the whole Cammy thing of I get it, right? But then it's more of just like where the game stands, right? You're gonna give someone Cammy who could have been overpowered in the beginning of the game, whether you're like a free to play or a whale. But why give out Cammy when now you have Witch Jury, you have all these new characters that will just overtake and overpower, especially if you're gonna be in Arena, right?
The reason
Like
is
Arena.
the reason is
That
because
makes
those
sense.
people can actually like continue to build those units, but if they're given a
Mhm.
free divination unit, they're going to be stuck, right? Like say for me,
Yeah.
I have like, you know, put money into this game. I don't buy divinations. I only really buy grants and stuff like that, and anything that I get for pulling like say Sagat or any other divination unit is basically almost free to play through the game, right?
Mhm.
I've been pulling for Sagat forever. Luck has been bad. He's at S. Wish Jury came out, and I'm able to like I don't know, maybe they like I don't think they changed the ratio or anything like that, but like she's immediately higher than my Sagat for way less, and she's actually like pretty fun to play. She's beneficial to some people in my team, all that stuff. But if I were to put the same amount of stuff into my Sagat, he probably wouldn't be anywhere near as close. And then I'd also miss out on like Witch Jury. You know what I mean?
But I feel like, to be honest with you, even if I mean I get it, like I still log in every day. You do get a lot of tickets, gems now and
Yeah.
stuff, but what does that really make a difference if in the end you're still gonna get shafted? If there's no pity, right?
I mean, people
So
are
like
pulling. Yeah, but I'm not sure on that. It's just it's RNG because like people have triple S 5-star jury now with like 250 tickets, and like a dude like Flake, he pulled 400 tickets, he only got one or not even one.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
250 tickets would seem more realistic if they left it as that in the
But the thing
beginning,
is, it's like
right?
I think
Because
that's gotcha.
before,
Like that's literally
no, I understand, right? But if you think about it, I'm not saying just the whales, right? I'm speaking in the free to play perspective. Divination, what free to play used that for was always just to get Bison to SSS, right?
well. I
That
mean,
was the main intention in the beginning.
as free to
No, I
play,
know.
I'll
saying
use myself as an example. When War Dancer was coming out and they were giving out all the tickets, I had 156 special summon tickets saved up. I'm free to play. I don't. As much in terms of not getting any spending money outside of legendary units, I'm free to play. So I had 156 tickets. I waited for the night War Dancer came out. Read her kit, was like she's not for me, and I triple death Takuma. And people, I'm hearing stories that they triple S Akuma is one of their first units that they triple S when they come into new games. So I think the outlook, from what I'm noticing, is the players that have been playing longer are feeling more impact and burnout versus a player that plays less or is newer.
Well, okay. So here's the thing, right? So I mean, I get you, right? But what I'm trying to speak on, which I've been I guess, trying to preach since the beginning. This is not between free to play or pay to win. It's just the realistic outlook of what is required to get a character to a certain point, right? So now, for a while, we had the speculation you need literally almost 600 special summon tickets to just get one new character from A to SSS, if you're lucky. That expectation is ridiculous. Why couldn't it be 100 or 200 special summon tickets for these characters that they're dropping pretty much every single month? Because now, if you think about it, it took what 3 or 4 collabs or events just for you to get Akuma now. When was Akuma released to SSS? Wasn't that like 3 or 4 months ago? So I get it is like a long-term game, but it's like just helping not just the free to play, but even just the spenders, right? Why look at a character and say, damn, I have to spend enough to get 600 special summon tickets, whether you're free to play or pay to win, to just actually get this character to where you can actually use this character. Doesn't that sound ridiculous?
What I'm trying to get at is the whole point of building over long, that is the design. But what I'm trying to get at is let's say this. You yourself.
I'm not done with my statement, bro.
Okay,
give me a
go
second.
ahead.
All right, let me cook. Now you're saying that people are getting Witch Jury within 250 tickets, right? Divination tickets,
Yes.
or even less. That's great. Why couldn't they just actually do this in the beginning? And why
I have an answer to that.
Because these are Asian developers. They're Asian developers. And they
No.
I
have an answer to that. I have an actual answer to that. Mark, you said you log in on a day just to log in.
No.
Wait. No. Hold on. I let him cook. Let me cook. My turn to cook. I'm the chef. Pika, I will mute you. I will mute you. Pika, wait.
I will forget, bro. I will forget. 250 tickets. It's 500. It's 500 summons. 500 tickets. The 50% equal 500. So it's still the same. It didn't change. There are not more successful, but the resources doubled for them. So whoever is summoning with 250...
so you're saying that they got fucked, but it doesn't sound like they got fucked? Makes sense.
Yeah. So here's my answer to why they shouldn't have done that, or why they couldn't, or whatever. Mark, you literally said you log in and there's no purpose for you to play because you feel like you're at an end game. Now imagine if that was for everyone within 3 months. What game will exist?
Actually, no. That was legitimately only for whales, and Payne actually made a video on that they hyper expressed the end game. Like, I've been playing since like whatever, and I've just been, with whatever units I got. I took a bit where I was only doing dailies just because I was doing other things. Like, I'm at chapter 38-4. I can still push. I don't feel like I only can do really dailies, or I'm at the point where I'm bored enough. Like, a lot of the time it's just either I got other things
Dude,
going on,
like, I kid you not, I log in for 5 minutes in the game to do dailies on both the accounts that I have, and then log off. And like, to where I kind of don't even bother with the summer event campaigns, even though I'm losing out on tickets. Like I honestly, I think for me personally, it's just the attachment and investment that I already spent in the game, to where why would I just want to quit and then just like never log on again? You know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to progress the account whenever I can, but if I can't, then I mean, it is what it is. But it just kind of sucks, because it's like I love playing this game to where it's just like, what am I doing at the same time? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely feel that like, because I'm noticing it's primarily heavy spenders that feel that way. Yeah, because it's like when and that's just for any game. Now, let me just clarify. It's not just a Street Fighter Duel thing. If you get to a point where you literally buy everything to put like for the game, what's the point of continually playing the game? It's not like you're achieving anything. Like,
Exactly.
it's not like equipment or sporting or real life where you're like, all right, I'm gonna buy the best Lamborghini or Bugatti and that's it. No, there's always gonna be something better that's gonna push up. But for something like this, where like, especially how it's a slow paced, Mark, you're literally at the point of the game. You're a year ahead. We're in the 6 month mark. Your account is a year ahead.
Yeah, he just said it. Like, why don't you play the event, Marky? Because the rewards are nothing to you. Why people actually push as normal players that doesn't spend
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
much?
saying. This
Because
event
they
is
want
Right.
the
So when
rewards.
they view it as a side game, so like when the devs view it as a side game, clearly they won't have enough content for you to be satisfied. Like that's just the end
Right.
for you. Like I hate to say it in that way.
Right. No, you're right.
I mean,
Wait, I'm
didn't you
not
enjoy
disagreeing with any of you guys though. But I
Marky?
get it.
There's a guy that was talking on. There's a Discord server that has everybody that who's active from the Street Fighter Duel. He was saying that yeah, he was watching you constantly when you was doing the free to play series because it was fun.
Right. But like
Actually, people
that free to play
enjoy.
series, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Okay, sorry for cutting you off. But that
No, no,
free to play
continue.
series was only fun for a month. The reason why I
Yeah,
said that because there was actually something to look forward to. You were trying to go for the steps of honor, right? So when you have like that initiative, like man, like regardless if I'm free to play or pay to win, I want to be in this leaderboard. And I feel like, of course, this game is leaderboard heavy. That's
yeah,
where all these whales came in because shit, of course I want to view myself as the number one in this server, number one in whatever, right? But in
yeah.
that free to play series, after that Steps of Honor is gone after a month, it kind of just makes you like, okay, well, I'm not pushing as much anymore because I'm not in a time limit. And because of that, that's where you kind of just die down with your intention of, did I still push this account? Am I still heavy on like trying to see how far I could get if I'm not even going to get rewarded? And you
That needs a
guys know
feedback, by the way.
So
like
for me,
like
continue.
sorry.
Continue. I'll
I
I'll
just
listen.
felt like because of the rewards were pretty much not even worth it every time you complete a chapter if you think about it. Like if you're not in the steps of honor and you're completing a certain chapter, it's two 8 tickets or whatever really worth
Yeah,
it. And then like 110 one multi summon for a faction unit. Like it's not that worth it. Like I get it though they're giving you gems, but the gems is just maybe 2,000, 3,000 gems. One summon and you
1,600.
get like one summon or one multi that you do and you get screwed over. You're like, okay, well now I got to push another chapter, and there's 40 chapters, and there those vipers and those viper stages or
Yeah,
those bison stages. It just makes you think about it. You know, as a free to play, and you know your unit, you're heavily relying on what 4 characters. Always either Sea Viper, Guile, Beast, Zhang, Elena, Street Poison, and Bison. Like the repetitive process of that, it just didn't seem like it was worth it with the rewards you were getting, which kind of just makes you just step aside. Now, like I'm talking about two different perspectives because yeah, I have an account that I was showing off as a free to play, and now it's like a pay to win heavy account. So it's two different viewpoints. I get it, but I feel like as a free to play, it's just hard to. I'm not saying to catch up. You don't need to catch up with the whales. What I'm trying to say, but to make what you're doing with the game worth it, I felt like the rewards wasn't as motivating, especially even like now, to be honest with you, to just push at all. Like regardless if you're free to play or a whale, I feel like once you finish a certain chapter, like why? Like you'll get, I guess, like some more idling points. But if you're still just gonna get 2 tickets, 3 tickets to just for nothing in the end of the day, if you think about it, like, why are you gonna stress out for hours trying to beat a stage that you weren't even supposed to beat? You just got lucky with RNG, and you just get the reward. You're like, okay, damn, I did all that, and this is what I get, you know? Or you get cucked over on a multi that you just did. So it's a lot of things. Like I know this is a gacha game. I'm not expecting a perfect game, but I feel like that's also what drove away a lot of people not to quit the game or just delete the game, but it's because like these factors of what people are thinking about, like, man, I need 600 tickets to just get a character to SSS, or I need to do all this just to clear a chapter. Of course, it's gonna drive them away towards like, is it really worth it to stay in this game? And I felt like the rewards didn't make it seem like it was worth it. That's why a lot of people were quitting, you know, or losing interest. And I know you guys are saying people are coming back with this whole half a year anniversary. But all these things that I mentioned could have been changed if, you know, it made it reasonable for just players. I don't care about if you're free to play or pay to win, but just make it rewarding as a player, whatever you are, where you're at in this game, to make it seem like, man, this game actually rewards its players. But I felt like the past 6 months, people complained and just said, man, this game is not rewarding at all. Would you guys agree or disagree? Like, I get you guys could probably say, yeah, I had fun during this month, and then you get pissed off the next month. But I didn't feel like, as a player, it was rewarding whether if I was free to play or pay to win, that it was rewarding to play this game.
In
So-
terms
Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
my-
it.
So,
go ahead.
Let's
Go
see.
ahead.
So
Tom.
my main complaint, and I reside with my buddy Troa on this. It was very disheartening to see that like the majority of releases were like whale units, and we only got a single regular faction every, I think, what is it, like 2 months now. So it's like,
Hmm.
okay. So it's like, for this, having a little bit of excitement, being able to actually like pull a unit and like have them get to like a reasonable point for relatively, like, it's like half off or whatever, like for the
Mhm.
little guy, that's a lot, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
for whales, they don't matter, and it's like not the whale versus thing, like, I'm not trying to compare, but I almost quit the game a long time ago because it was like looking like that, and my buddy Troy quit, and I was on the verge of quitting, and I found like other things about this game that I really liked, and then I ended up staying, and then I started looking into like the actual kits of the characters that we have, and like with all these units, like surface value, you just look at them and you're like, oh yeah, they're not that great. Da, 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 da. But when you really start like looking into the mechanics and like the stuff about these characters, it gets really interesting. So for me, that's what ultimately kept me around, is because I'm a mechanics oriented sort of gamer. I'm not like a gotcha gamer. Like, I play games like Path of Exile. I'm primarily like a PC and console gamer. So once I started delving into like the mechanics of characters, I think this game is great.
Weren't you the one that posted on the chat you were playing like some crab shooting game? That
Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
That was like the most, bro. That was the most randomest thing I've ever seen when you responded. What game you've been playing? It's like,
Yeah, I'm like,
wait,
oh,
crab
trust me.
shooting.
he was streaming and told me that. I laughed hard on his stream.
yeah, man.
When
I'm
I
a
saw
very
that, I was like, come
mechanics
on.
oriented person, so like the nuances of some of these characters are like really interesting to
Okay,
me.
I have a question. Don,
Yeah.
is this your first gacha game?
No, my first gotcha game was Idle Heroes back in like 2016, 2017.
And
worst game to
have you
play is
played
gacha.
multiple gacha games outside of that?
Nah, it was that one, and then this one.
So
And
not your
then
first, but like your
This is
you're
the first
still-
one I decided to like deep dive.
uh-huh.
And my friends know I don't really vibe with gotchas,
Okay.
but they're like, hey, maybe check this one out because Street Fighter brand. And I was like, okay.
Mark,
then,
is
like, I
this your
got
first
in-
gacha?
Unfortunately, not.
No?
I wish I could say yeah.
How many gachas you played over your career?
Shit, man, more to count. I mean, the City of Final Fantasy was one. Bleach Brave Souls
Oh,
was
okay.
another one.
Right.
So it's kind of like those type of heavy games. And I played Dokkan for a bit, but I never spent to where how much I spent in this game. And if you're gonna ask me why I spent so much in this game, I really don't have an answer for you.
No, it's different. I was just questioning because I was like, because I'm noticing like a difference of experiences in gacha games in terms of like building units, whale units and stuff like that. For me, I'm used to this, so like it doesn't seem so.
Well, this is my
extreme
first
or
idle
ri-
game.
or-
I've never played an idle game, bro.
Oh, yeah,
So
I played
this is my first one.
I'm playing
I
the heck out of
never-
a different idle game. I'm not gonna speak because it's the podcast, but there's an idle game that I've been playing for, I don't know, the better part of like 4 months. The only thing I've paid money in is to just like remove the annoying ads, because like when you claim free stuff, you have to like watch a 30-second ad. And I was like, yeah, whatever. What's $5? Just get it out of my face. But like,
Right.
this is something that I just drop in, play a little bit. They just did like, actually no, it's been 3 months because they just did they're doing 100-day anniversary. But like
100 years. Can you imagine a
100
fucking
years,
what the
100-day anniversary. But the
fuck?
reason that game I'm playing it
Well-
is basically because it's like cookie clicker, where it's like you get the resources and then you get a whole like stat sheet of stuff to like put the resources into. Are you going to put it into HP, crit rate, this, so that I'm like thinking, oh, which is more beneficial for me right now? And like for me, that's the kind of thing that gets my gears turning, which is like why in this game, given that it has like manual battles and
Right.
that's why I like reading the units and really
Okay.
figuring out.
Listen, I have a theory. Do you know why you enjoy the gacha first and then you stop? It's the rush when you start playing the game for the first month or 2 months. And any gacha, even if it's god tier, you will lose interest after that. Unless they keep
Bro.
giving you content to make you feel like it's still new and fresh.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's like that's why I was trying to say like I'm used to this in gacha games because they're literally almost all the same. They you farm for materials.
There's a game.
You
You know
pull
what
to get
game I'm playing,
units. You
right?
pull to get
Turtle?
gear. Which one?
You know what gacha game I used to play heavily and I spent a lot on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Okay.
They're
This
all the
game,
same.
every week,
Is
I
it the Barbie
swear,
game?
I swear, every no, every week they give an event that makes you feel like the game is brand new, like you need to do something. And I wish, and Street Fighter Duel is copying exactly what they're doing and doing it here. I wish they copy paste the exact same strategy that they're doing it, because it's amazing. The game is
It's
not just
taking
alive;
time.
they're
It takes-
bringing more people.
Yeah, but
Like new
it's the thing
people.
is it takes time. Here's where I'm at. Because I brought it up multiple times before. Am I happy 100% with the game? Absolutely not. There's a lot of things that
No.
can be fixed. That's a given. Like I'm not trying to be like, yeah, it's all sunshines and rainbows. All I'm saying is that I'm using and I'm understanding like what you're saying. How like for example, the game that you play, that you drop bans in, it's still up and running, but the first I remember you even said that the first year for that game was horrid. I'm like, huh. It just seems like these games, or maybe this specific one that's following the same route, first year is going to be horrid, and then maybe after, if the other game can do it, Street Fighter could do it, where 8 years
Yeah,
down the
exactly.
line, Street Fighter's still kicking. That's why when everyone's like dead game, I'm like, for me personally, my experience is I've played way worse gacha games, and they're still alive. They're still alive. So if they can do it, Street Fighter can coast.
Okay, I just want to say about the the dead game meme.
Oh, since Dino's here, hey bro, when are we gonna get the SSS +5 characters, man?
Well, the only
I
thing
would like to clarify,
I've
Dino.
been waiting, dog. I've been
the
waiting,
only
bro.
thing I could have done was get some creators like a year subscription,
Yeah, I was
because
just gonna
it doesn't
throw that
involve
out
the
there.
game.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
this
year
is-
subscription to what, bro?
Guess
The
what?
hub?
I
I
got a
mean,
year
that changes
subscription
it
to
if it's for the hub.
Crunchyroll, man. I am
You
a...
got
I didn't get it though.
Let's go. Thank you, Dino.
Wait. So Sir Turtle and Hazing got it.
Yeah,
And
I don't know who
what
else got it.
about
I know
us?
I got it. I don't speak for anyone else. I speak for me.
What
I
about
didn't
us?
get it. I want the browsers, bro. I don't want Crunchyroll.
Imagine.
Okay. Just real quick, just about dead game. Because I played Destiny 2, and
Oh man, I used to love Destiny, bro.
Destiny 2 has
That
like
shit's dead.
at the bottom end of it in the last.
Isn't it still alive?
Oh yeah.
it's not
Oh, yeah,
dead.
it's kicking.
Yeah.
The new
So
expansion
people
just
see
launched.
it. People see it.
Hey.
They see 70,000 people playing. They're like, "Dead game." Like,
Yeah, that's wild to me.
No, here's the thing. Destiny 2's PvE is god. Like right? I love the PvE mechanic in that game.
Yeah.
But the PvP mechanic is so BS in that
Oh,
game because it's
Mark,
it is
I'm
not
gonna
like
link you. I'm gonna link you. They just did a blog post. They're focusing on PvP like now, final.
dude, because like the guns, I remember playing Destiny 2, like there's some that's
When
literally
did
way
you play it?
overpowered when it first released. I was a big Destiny fan, bro,
When
for a
did you
while,
quit?
before even Destiny 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
Destiny one.
shit.
let's
I don't
take
even
it back
know.
to Street Fighter Duels. Destiny is a whole different topic. Get out of here with that trash game. I don't know what you're talking about. We fighting Don. Get out of here.
Bro, Borderlands would have been a great game if they put PvP.
That's a whole that we could go on all day on. But Street Fighter Duels. Here's the thing. Basically, where I'm at is that the game is growing. It's showing that they're willing to. I'm not gonna say 100% listen because testing is not necessarily listening. I feel like they're trying to see more and more what is acceptable for the community. And once it gets to I wouldn't say a balance, but an understanding. I think that's where it is that the devs are coming to an understanding of what the player base is expecting versus what they want to create. Because right now, here's the baseline. Taiwan is different from China. Just off the rip, they are different. So we can we already seen that we're different from both of them. So they're handling it as I feel like each region is like a gambling table, and different pots and rules are on the line. It's the same casino, but just different games are being played.
Well, you also got to look at it, right? So Taiwan, or I mean, I can't say for China because I know there's a lot of rich people in China, but you got to look at the population and how much people make, right? I think the reason why they made this game so pitiful and heavy here in the US side or even Europe side is because they know we're in the little like we're more in the higher class, like not like everyone of course is in the middle class, right? But like Taiwan, like the currency there, of course it's harder to make money, so they'll make that game more free to play friendly. Now over here, people got thousands of money to spend, and it could not be you, but the next person. Like I remember, I think the guy that Payne showcased one time with a stacked account. He said he was a lawyer and he spent $50,000 in this game. Yeah. Now, if you think about that money, that's fucking ridiculous, right? But
that's
at the
a
same
year
time,
for people existing. Yeah,
exactly. But that's just one certain individual that you got showcase stuff. Now there's some more individuals like that no one really knows that is also playing this game. That's why, of course, this game is saying, okay, well, regardless if people want this to be more free to play friendly, of course, all these whales that we even don't know of are, still spending thousands of dollars to this day, which is crazy to say. And of course, in the devs' eyes, it's like, man, money signs, right? I don't care if that one person don't like it, the other person gonna give me $2,000. So at the end of the day, of course, yeah, it's just business. But for me personally, if they made this game like a first player, not a shooting game, but point of view game, I'll be like, I'll be Elena or maybe Witch Jury, just so I can see the front. Yeah. See what I'm looking at, in the VR series.
For the win.
Or a trendy cami, you know what I mean?
But we just to round out the call because we've been for 2 hours. Overall, I give this event an A. I think a lot of people has been speaking more positive on the game, and that's what's important. No, we want more positive outlook. The biggest thing I think is, and it will be for future podcasts, is we have a good event. We have a good idea of what the devs are looking at, but the next step now is the next event. I think that will be the biggest answer for all the questions that people are asking on both sides. Because right now, this event Like, just to clarify, is a test from the devs. Please, if you guys have people saying, should I pull? Tell them yes. The more they pull, the more the devs see that this event was a success. The more that this event is a success, the more it is likely that this event will be repeated outside of just being a 6-month special thing. So if they see people who are hoarding and dropping bans and stuff for which jury, that, like, yeah, again, it's a business at the end of the day, and they see this, you know, you got the next step. There's like, right now we gotta put up or shut up, put all the money where the mouth is. Then the next one will be the dev's response. That's where I think it's important. So right now it's our duty as a player base to let them know whether we like this or not. This is for
But
everyone.
it's also to prove that like what you guys have been saying with like gems being something to look into. Obviously people are asking for like a rewarding system, but this is their idea of one for now to kind of play with the waters. This is like a make or break, I'll be honest with you. So if people don't take advantage of this, they're pretty much going to keep things the same. Like no matter what the community says at that point, I don't think they're going to make the changes that people are willing to want to see. Unfortunately, so that's why I was told to push this, because this is something where they're like, look, if players can really showcase like we believe in this more than special summons, we believe in this more than, you know, like in comparison, that's what that's what this is supposed to be about. You know, how to make it easier for people to pull characters or to obtain, you know, those certain characters at a very usable level, since we've looked at that feedback too. So this is the devs attempt of saying, okay, we see this, but again, at the end of the day, everything is data. So if the data shows that people are pulling, people are spending, you know, things are actually going upwards, as the community said, and that gems is actually something that should be more of a priority rather than special summons, I mean, all for it. They're going to make changes, but you know, that's why this is a super important half anniversary. I will say, like, the first day did really good, like, to be honest with you. But I hope that that continues, because if it can continue, then they're definitely going to make changes, 100%. That's just the word that we're getting. If it doesn't hit those expectations, because how they're looking at it is they're not looking at it based off how many people come back. They're not looking at it in that way. They're looking at A, how people respond, B, are people actually going to pull this unit, and C, are people spending. Obviously, the spending one is going to be the top priority. So the community has to come on board to spend on this if they'd rather have this than special summons. Because how the community views it is, oh, we're not going to do this, they need to make something better. How the devs view it is completely different to how you view it. How they view it is, this is a make or break for you. If you don't take advantage of this, things will go back to normal. So that's where like the disconnect is. It's not them going to improve it automatically just because of that. If the community doesn't showcase like, yeah, you're getting there, this is something we like, obviously there's going to be improvements, but you guys have to show them that this right here is fine for now, and then you work from there, because that's how you have to kind of like negotiate as players. That's the only thing you can do.
Can I show the devs my fucking my statements for the past months of this game? Is that gonna make them feel better? Or what?
Well, I'll tell you this:
Okay,
like,
maybe.
Victory is doing really good. So, like, people are pulling, people are spending, like, no doubt. Like, things are doing really well.
Right.
I just hope that it continues, because, again, if it does, they might make it where most characters will be 50%. So maybe they'll put Sagat at 50%. You don't have to use
But
5K.
I feel like it could have been a plus already if this 50% would be the original. You know what I mean? Like, to see how the crazy amount of, man, I need 21 units to get this character to SSS. Wouldn't 5 sound a little more, you know, better than 10 for any unit? It doesn't have to be a collab or an upcoming unit. to just make it reasonable for just a player, whether you're casual, free to play, or pay to win, just to be like, okay, well, this is achievable, even if it's gonna take me longer. At least with the resources, yeah, it's gonna take a lot of resources, but it doesn't seem as bad as before.
But it
If
is
people are looking at it, it's
achievable.
like,
That's the problem. I don't see the problem that you're seeing. Like out of the this community, they don't complain that way. They complain that like
no.
capping a unit at 14 is a heavy thing, but outside of Inferno and Masters, everyone's already at like almost 20 or 30 plus SSS units as regular. That's the complaint. Is that the extra stuff, the quote unquote whale units, is not easily accessible. But building an account outside of that, that shit is a breeze. It's no problem.
Because I think
Oh
free
yeah,
players
for
are
the
already
for the
calculated that
regular.
they can only go up to a maximum of, because you already know you get +5 for every triple S unit.
Yeah.
So I think
Uh-huh.
free to plays, they can only go to like 395 Pika, maybe 400. Are you
What
hearing
is it?
maximum free to play unit?
What
Is it
is-
like level 395 while whales can go to 505?
No,
Crazy.
if you build every unit except Master and Inferno,
And
Yeah,
legendary.
for free to play, like a reasonable free to play maximum level. What would that be?
reasonable right now, yeah, would be 395, 400.
Yeah, and whales go to 405 at this point.
But you can't as free to play because the resources.
Yeah.
This event just helped you a lot. Like
Yeah.
I just hit. What did I hit? Let me check my units. I'm at
Oh,
350
damn, this guy's
and I'm a
level
hardcore.
505. Jeez.
Yeah, 505 for max level right now in
Look at
Yeah,
this
five-
Perez.
Giga Whale
An
Taylor
ozone.
category. Yeah, Perez is
Oh, damn.
Perez
Yeah,
is
so
505.
that's the only reason why I say it. It's like I definitely get what you're saying at. Inferno Masters, the way they handled
That's where
it
I'm at.
was so bad. But everything else outside of that, like if you literally close your mind to Inferno Master, games just chill. It sucks
So,
to
like-
say that. I'm not saying that that's good. That's where I'm like, you're 100% right that part needs to change. And that's where it's like, the devs are, I hope from what they're looking at with this dev thing, is looking like they're also thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean that's why they're doing it, because it seems like, again, these developers are not Western, they're Eastern, right? And their viewpoints and how they see things could be that they're a little bit more on the nervous side than, obviously you guys are, because you guys are not risking anything. I mean, as players you risk losing your account if the game shuts down and all the progress and if you spent, etc. But like
That's
the
an
business, they lose
inevitability,
everything.
Unfortunately, with the way the way continual service games are, that's an inevitability. Like this game will shut down one day.
Right.
And if you're putting money in this game, if we're still in the podcast, just make sure you are aware of that. The game will shut down. Same thing if you play Apex Legends, Fortnite, you're buying skins. Every game will shut down one day.
Except for that crab game you posted. That shit's gonna be staying forever.
I mean, yeah, because that doesn't require you to be connected to the servers. Actually,
That
no.
crab game
If
is gonna
Steam
stay
shuts
forever,
down, I
bro.
lose that game. Actually,
Oh really? Oh damn.
yeah. If Steam shuts down, I lose a 400 game library, bro.
That's wild. But on that note, because I was already ending it, positives to Street Fighter Duels. Hopefully it continues. The next test is where it's super important for the community. This test is super important for the devs. But, on that, stay happy, stay hydrated, stay alive. Friday Fighters are out.